Tales of terror, tales of fright, all is told on an autumn night, by the light of the full moon. A pair of fools, it's Tales from the Toilet Bowl. Hello! It's Tales from the Toilet Bowl. Yes, you are on the right channel. Right, this is our
Halloween special.
Halloween special. I'm melting. Right, really hot.
We have a sad story. Mum has a sad
I
story.
have a very sad tale to tell. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful doll called Pandora. Pandora was given to a nasty little girl called Lisa, who abused her, knocked her about, didn't care if she pulled her hair, didn't care if she got her face knocked up on the gatepost, and she was abused and unloved. And then she was thrown in the bin like a piece of rubbish. She was found by a kindly old dustman called Fred, who decided to take her home to his daughter Cecilia. He lovingly sewed up the holes that were made and looked after her and tried to brush her hair as best he could and gave her to his daughter Cecilia. Cecilia was ungrateful and tried to pick out the stitches that Fred had so lovingly put in, and then gave her some more wounds that Fred had to lovingly stitch. After time, she was thrown to the dustbin again, where she was found by a bag lady called Wanda. And bag lady Wanda decided that she was going to put a soul into this dolly Pandora. And she did. But Pandora decided to come through, and there she will live again. Pandora, the dead doll.
That's my story.
What's the backstory of the dead doll?
Yeah. I'm abused, unloved, and nobody loves me.
And I just decided that tonight I was going to be a goth. When I looked in the mirror, I looked like mutton dressed as lamb. So I thought, can't be doing all this, so I just stuck witches out on top and decided to.
There's one problem with my makeup. As you can see here, because it's lipstick, I will show you how to do these stitches in a minute, but it goes everywhere. It's a bit of a mess. But I will show you how to do the stitches in a second.
It is unbearably hot in this kitchen.
Tonight we're going to be telling, because I don't know any because I'm a bit crap, but she's going to be telling some ghost stories.
Well, it's basically true ghost stories.
Yeah.
You know, experiences.
But I'm going to show you how to do the stitches. So you grab an eyeliner. I like this one because that's what I've been doing my stitches with all day. It's a felt tip one, and it's the one that's got the moon on the other end. So there's the moon, which I've done them with. Your stampy stamps. And you just, I do it on the jawline because it's easier because you've got the line to flow, so I can't bloody see. Do that. Do that, and then if you want it to look real-ish, you grab lipstick. Don't use eyeshadow because it doesn't come out red enough. You need lipstick. Believe me, I know how weird that sounds. You just go over the lines like that. So you look like you've been stitched up. That's how you do it. So eyeliner and lipstick, that's all you need. And then you can do this. And I've also put some like bruise marks there with eyeshadow. I've actually put blusher on. Did I get a wow?
Wow.
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 Don't use blusher, but I've used some blusher today. And I've got some highlighter here and here. And I've got pink, yes, pink eyeshadow here. So that's how you get the look of a dead doll, although I look more like a car crash victim. I'm quite scary actually. So if you have children or you are really freaked out easily,
Of a nervous disposition.
don't watch this Halloween special.
Yeah,
I've got that one as
when
well.
I bought this hat, I thought, oh, £1.25 for a hat. That's a lot of money. I've had this hat now for about 10 years. So,
Funny that you say that, because the hat I want is like £41.
yeah.
Oh.
But this came from Asda about 10 years ago. So,
I don't know if I want to buy that hat though, because I won't really want to spend £41 on a hat.
the one I had before this was black polycotton, and it came from Woolworths, and it was 99p. And I love that hat, but unfortunately, the hoops they make the brims with are made of plastic. And the one from Woolworths got
You can get
broken.
ones in metal hoops.
And last year, this one also broke, and I was very annoyed, muchly annoyed, because the thing is, £1.25 is a lot of money to spend for 8 years and go away once a year, but
It's not, because how often do I wear this dress?
it just about works. Well, it's not as old as this hat, but
I don't know, I think it is getting there, but this dress I got from where I used to work, and I've had it for a long time. But the reason I wear it on Halloween is because it's ripped. It's supposed to be ripped. It's not like I've ripped it because I don't destroy my clothes, and it's supposed to be ripped.
you did destroy your clothes. You sat there and ripped up the pair from damaged jeans.
That was different. That was for style. But this, you can't really see it here. Here, it's all ripped, so it's like you've got ripped fabric, and then the skirt is the same. And I've put underneath it, I've put a little tutu, so it sticks out more. Which is pointless because it's so bloody short anyway.
Can you comment, because we don't get enough comments?
Well, Leanne did comment, I forgot to tell you.
Oh.
But I've been quite busy today, obviously setting this up, so...
Well,
She's got 4 main presents she needs to buy, and she put her decorations up a while ago now.
I won't put mine up because I don't want to get too dusty. But as I said, this is a Halloween special, and I've decided to tell a couple of true ghost stories. And the first one is...
Sorry, it's not apple juice or wee wee, it's beer.
When Kaylee was very little... Rost. When Kaylee was very little, we lived in a place in Forest Gate. Actually, we lived there before she was born.
When I was just a little doll.
Actually, we lived there before she was born, but she also was there when she was little. And
Little dolly.
when we moved in and we were decorating, we found a board on the wall in the kitchen. I wasn't sure what it was. It was a board, piece of wood.
I'm not tired, I know I keep yawning.
So, Mum got me to unscrew it, and she was sitting there with this piece of wood. It was just literally a board. And for some unknown reason, she decided to wash it. And whoever had lived there before had painted over it with a bit of emulsion, which started coming off when she washed it. And there was like holes that had been filled in with polyfiller. And there was writing in it. It said things like...
Get down. Get down.
Said things like parlour, upstairs bedroom 1, upstairs bedroom 2, and things like that. Now, we had half of a Victorian house when we were on the bottom half. And it turns out that this board was where the servants' bells originally were.
Gremlin.
In the kitchen.
Get down.
Even after we'd taken that board down, years later, we could hear bells. You always heard bells going off.
There was no bells there.
There was no bells. There was like servants' bells going off the whole time. It wasn't upstairs doorbell because they had a posh one. You know, ding dong, ding dong. Well, it wasn't like that. These were like little bells, and they were always going off the whole time, day and night. And it was obviously the old servants' bells because you could hear them louder in the kitchen. You could hear them all over the house, but the kitchen was worse. And you always heard those. And if you had the radio on, sometimes the radio used to get turned off. Because obviously didn't like Radio 1. But that was our haunted house we lived in. And occasionally you'd hear giggling, very rarely, but you did occasionally hear it. One night I'd had a few drinks. And I saw a shadow walk through the wall, but it was no big deal because I was very drunk at the time and I didn't even notice.
The cat?
No, that was my sister's house.
Oh.
And that was, I lived in that haunted house from the age of 13. And it was just normal to me, you know. I just lived there, it was no big deal. And as I've got older, I've heard people say, oh, I'd love to live in an haunted house. Well, I did. It wasn't that great, trust me.
No, I think they mean like the mansions and that.
It was not a mansion, it was a
No,
flat.
that wasn't. But, you know, most of the horror films and that you see, they're in
We
the
had
mansion.
the bottom half of a Victorian house, and it was haunted, if you can call that haunted. It was mainly auditory, it was just the bells you used to hear all the time. But, as I say, I did see a shadow go through the wall, but I was rather drunk at the time and didn't really notice. But the radio used to get turned off a lot. That ghost did not like Radio 1. And occasionally you would hear, like, laughing and, like, footsteps going down the hallway. But that was rare. You didn't really hear that much. But, yeah, that was my experiences of a haunted house. Have you ever lived in a haunted house? We would like to know. My sister did. She lived in a haunted flat in Summers Lane. And one night I was babysitting. And I got the kids to bed and I thought, yeah, fun time. So I put the stereo on, you know, as you do when you're babysitting. Found out that my sister, the most modern thing she had was ABBA.
She hates that.
So I was listening to Man on, you know, gimme a
You hate
man
ABBA,
after
don't you?
midnight. Yeah, but that was about the only song I could listen to without throwing up. She had things like Frank Sinatra and the Stylistics and all that, but
My sister's into Motown.
it was Motown. She was into
Yeah.
Motown, but she didn't have much Motown by then. It was mainly really crap stuff. But I was listening to Gimme and trying to sing along to it, and I made myself some sandwiches and a cup of tea and put it all on a tray to take in the living room with me. And I saw a black cat in the hallway, and I thought, that's a black cat. Hang on, they don't have a cat. And then the cat looked at me and ran through the stairs. I dropped the tray, went upstairs and made sure that the kids were okay, and then locked myself in the living room and wouldn't come out until my sister got back. And when she got back, she went, have they been alright? I went, and she went, what's the matter with you? I went, you've got a ghost. She went, you've not got a ghost. I went, cat run through the stairs. Ghost cat. And that gave my sister a great laugh. And then a couple of nights later, she found out exactly what stories I've been telling the kids, which was the stories of the Dark Man. And I think I scared myself more with the stories than I did when the kids got scared. So, yeah, I was petrified.
These are our Halloween glasses.
Yeah, got pumpkins and dead trees and bats. And I'm drinking a blue brew.
Not a dead doll.
No. I'm drinking a blue brew, which is bubblegum.
And I'm drinking Budweiser. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everybody. So, have you got any ghost stories that you would like to comment on? If you do, we can air them tomorrow. I mean, there is another ghost story about Wapping Station. The most haunted station I've ever known. Most haunted have never covered it. And they should. Because Wapping Station is not it's not the most pleasant station to be on.
No, it's not.
Because you've got the pump room going the whole time, because it's it was the first tunnel that was dug under the Thames by Isambard Kingdom Brunel. So you've got the pump going continuously to keep the river out. And you've also got the men's toilets constantly flushing, so you've always got the sound of water under there, and it's not the best station to be in. And up until recently, you had this lift that was put in by Isambard Kingdom Brunel. It was ancient, and it didn't always work. And there's been many a time when I've run down the steps to that station, nearly breaking my ankle in the process, and trying to get the last train. And sometimes you hear the sounds of sweeping.
She couldn't do it now if you tried to run.
I've tried to run now, just fall from the top to the bottom and break my neck.
Yep.
But yeah, you often heard sweeping, the sounds of
Ow.
sweeping. You know, the shush of a broom.
Right.
And I was over there once with my mum, and we looked across the platform, and there was a broom sweeping on its own. Me and my mum fighting each other to get back up the stairs again, because it scared us. And there's my mum, you know, she's brave, isn't she? And she'd run away from the broom. And one night when my sister was heavily pregnant with Kate, we were sitting on the bench.
Kate is my cousin.
Yeah, my niece. We were sitting on the bench where. And I'm like, yeah, okay, it's someone coming out of the pump room. And you could hear them walking on the cinders, and we were waiting to see the bloke come out of the pump room.
Why did you want to see the bloke?
We didn't, but you know, it was common, it was the usual thing. And we were waiting to see the bloke come out of the tunnel, because we weren't actually waiting on him, but you know, you know, you're expecting him, ain't you?
Yeah.
So we were sitting there waiting for the bloke to come out of the pump room. And we're like, okay. And then we heard the footsteps change because they'd come up onto the platform, and we still couldn't see him. And my sister looked at me, and I looked at my sister, and I went, and we could hear him getting closer. We couldn't see anything, we could just hear him. He's still whistling, and we were like,
He's having a good time.
and I was trying to climb up my sister's jumper to join the baby that was up there. And I went, I don't like it, I don't like it. And we actually felt the air displace as he walked past us. And
Did you run away again?
no, because the train came, luckily. The train came, and me and my sister literally ran onto that train. She was heavily pregnant and so on.
Although I have seen faces at Auckland Station.
You always do. It's
In the tunnel. Because the tunnel collapsed when they were building it.
The tunnel collapsed a few times because it was the first tunnel that was built under the river. They held parties in there and all sorts of weird things.
And you see faces, and the faces are not very nice. They're worse than mine.
Well, they're not always banged up. Sometimes
No, I know. They were just staring at me.
They're not used to a train. Well, they should be by now, but you know, a train goes through. They're like, oh, what's that? Who's that?
Yeah, who's like, what's that? It's a goth. Ooh! Because
It would
apparently,
have been worse if it was punk.
as I've seen in London, this is London, I was in Stratford and I was on the train and they were all looking at me like they'd never seen a goth before.
Well, it is quite rare to see a goth in the East End.
I'm a rare species.
In the East End, you are. I
I'm
mean,
a rare
there's a
species.
few weirdos down here, but not that many. Most of them are in central London or Camden. Or
Camden?
something like that. But,
Camden's my place. That's where I like to be.
I mean, if you're in central London and you walked around like this, no one would...
There was a guy in central London. He was dressed as a Superman,
Yeah.
and no one batted an eyelid.
If you walk around like this, no one would bat an eyelid. But you walk around the East End like it,
You get slated.
but the worst thing is those people that think they're being original and go... I think they're mental because they're laughing at themselves like...
I'm getting laughed at now for the way I look.
And
Mind
they
you, I think I do look quite
that
funny.
they're being really original and funny, but I
So,
just think they're mental.
do you think I look more funny or scary? I think I look quite freaky, actually. If I saw me in a dark alley, I would scream and run away.
Mm.
I think I look quite scary.
But, you know, when I used to be young
Long time ago.
and I had magenta hair, that wasn't long time ago,
Yeah.
the amount of people that walk past go...
I get it now.
And I'm like, well, what mental did they escape from laughing at themselves? I mean, once we were going to a rock and roll tour, me and Cody were dressed up to the nines, and we had to wait for my ex-boyfriend to pick us up in his car.
Oh, look, see, that's what annoys me.
And we were waiting in Hadley for him, And this bloke in his car, he'd got no shirt on, so he looked like an homeless
Slop.
man in the car. Suddenly he sits there and goes, I was like,
How big's that steering wheel?
no. And I looked at Kate and I was like,
Steering wheel.
I was like, I'm a bit worried. He's driving and he's got that mentality.
Well, the steering wheel that's that big.
Okay,
Apparently.
it was that big. It was quite worrying. But yeah, we get
Is
it.
he on his own?
Yeah.
Oh dear God. Okay,
No
that is
shirt on
bad.
in his car laughing at us. Please.
I mean, at that age, I used to do like championship dancing, and that's probably why we was going. Yeah, we was going because I had the competition.
We were
I had
going-
to be dressed a
We
certain
were
way.
going to Canvey and we had to wait in Hadley for Del to.
There's
pick us up.
certain rules that you have to abide by when you're doing championship dancing,
And
and
of
dressing
course-
is one of them.
I was dressed up as well because it was a rock and roll day and the competition was just part of it. So we were waiting in Hadley for him to pick us up in his car,
By the way, I did win most of them.
and you just got this idiot laughing to himself in his car with no shirt on.
No.
And it was like,
But if I had actually pursued the career of going to be championship dancer, I don't know if I would have won or not, because I'd have to go against Mark and Jen.
you used to dance with Mark.
I know. Yeah, exactly. Imagine going up against him. Ooh.
Yeah, they're called the Jump Jivers, and they are championship dancers who won it in Las Vegas and everything else.
Genevieve and Mark, they're lovely.
Yeah, they're lovely people.
They're really nice. I went to the house.
I was in Lipstick on Your Collar with Jen.
Yes, Genevieve she's a sweetheart, she's a darling. She beat up my mum's ex-boyfriend.
Mark
He
and
deserved
Jen were actors as well, and they've been in many, many films. And I met Mark and Jen when we were filming Lipstick on Your Collar. So,
And you stayed friends with them.
so
Lovely people.
but you know,
They don't
it's
have a bad thing to say about anyone though, do they?
getting drunk.
Well, they don't badmouth us, so...
But, yeah, I mean,
But I have this thing. This is why I'm such a good dancer. Yeah, I've got lipstick all over my finger. And it's because when I'm dancing with somebody that I don't know, I go floppy. And generally, I dance with them when I'm drunk because then I don't know what I'm doing, so I go floppy. And because I go floppy, they can just move me how they want. So when I'm modelling, they say do this, I'm like, okay. I just copy what people tell me to do, and if that, I can't obviously.
take direction.
Yeah, I can't. When someone's dancing with you, you can't. They go, oh, go left, go right, because I don't know my left and right that quickly. I'm like, ugh. They don't do that. They just sort of move you, and you have to sort of go with the rhythm of them. So if you go floppy, they spin you, and you just go on making and just
And
spin.
because Mark likes to pick you up and swing you about,
Floppiness is the best
easier
thing.
if you're floppy. But
Apart from when you need to use your core strength.
anyway, we're horror stories.
I know. I was just saying.
So
Informing.
we would like some ghost stories or horror stories from you.
Like that door moving on its own.
Yeah, that was Cat.
Yeah, I know. That's because he's asleep.
But yeah. So give us your horror stories. And before anyone says it, no, my sleeves are not ripped. When I bought this dress, it was made wrong, and one sleeve was much, much tighter than the other. And I had to take the sleeves off, and I put polycotton sleeves on, and I decided to make them a bit weird. And they are, I don't know, would you say that was Tudor style, or just like trampy style?
Champy style.
Yeah, trampy
Yeah,
style.
I look like a tramp, so it doesn't matter. And this
It's
dress is made like
Halloween,
this.
so you can do what you like.
This dress is made this way. It's worrying.
Oh, it's like,
Mind you, this dress has got like... Okay, that's the dress. That's my own little bit. This dress has got like 2 layers.
it is very, very hot. It was raining, it was quite cool, and it was lovely, and then the rain stopped and the temperature shot up, so we're sitting in melting. Yeah, we had one lot of trick-or-treaters come round, just one lot, there was 3 of them, and he was a cheeky little so-and-so he was. He come up to me and he goes, trick-or-treat. Okay, I took the lollies out. And he took 3 lollies, and I assumed he'd taken one for each of his friends.
Yeah, mate.
And then as he went to go back to his friends, he passed them, didn't offer them a lolly, and they come up to me and said, "Can we have some, please?" And I'd give them the little toss of free. But anyway, I don't mind it's Halloween, and it comes around once a year, and we only have one lot of trick-or-treaters, because Halloween wasn't supposed to go trick-or-treating, but we usually only get about 2 lots anyway, don't we?
Yeah, they don't like me.
They're afraid of me. They were more scared of me.
The thing is, I usually go to the door looking like this. If you're a little kid and you see this coming at you...
Well, if you're a little kid and you see this coming at you, you're not exactly expecting
You don't look like you... Seriously?
Yeah, we've had a lot of fireworks going off
You
tonight.
don't look like you've been in, like...
No, I
the
don't
worst
look like,
hell
I
ever.
don't look like I've been through casualty, but I am a bit scary.
I look like Chucky's sister.
And I've got on her magnetic eyelashes again, so I've actually got eyelashes. Not that you can see them.
Yeah, imagine though, if you was Chucky's sister, do you think he'd kill you?
Nah.
I think he would.
Why would he?
Because he's not very family orientated, is he?
No.
Look what he done to Tiff, he killed her.
Yeah, but he wanted to be a doll, didn't
And
he?
he tried to kill Glenn.
Yeah, but Glenn was trying killing us at the time.
No, he wasn't. Not when he was at his birthday party, he wasn't.
So
Still keep with the horror theme there.
what are your favourite horror films? We did ask you this before, and we didn't really get any comments.
We
back
didn't
about
get any
it.
comments about horror films.
No comments.
Horror films, come on.
It's Halloween. We've gone to all this trouble,
My face does not take a short amount of time to create this.
and mine didn't
Mess.
today because I've gone the old log, and I was going to go full goth, which I have, but I thought I looked like I'm just the same, so.
Yeah, because you ain't got your highlight on. Shut
I haven't got any blusher on because I
No, I
went
have.
full goth.
I have.
You've
I had to-
got the blush tonight.
I had to dolly my face, and dollies don't really wear blusher though because you've got red rosy cheeks. I have done that in the past, but I've got too many
Yeah, she
stitches.
looked like Aunt Sally.
I did. So I thought, no, I'm not going to do that now.
So,
I'm
Come-
kind of like Annabelle because she's bad.
come on, people, please comment. Give us some input. You know, we do this every night. We stick makeup on. We dedicate ourselves to trying to entertain and inform.
By the way, we're in a lockdown.
And to not get a comment, it is like a kick in the gonads. So please,
That's the informative part is
Yeah.
we've got a 4-week lockdown
we've gone into a 4-week lockdown.
again.
And we will keep doing these videos to try and inform and entertain. So, please, can you at least give us a comment and let us know that you appreciate our dedication? Because it would be nice.
Who else would be on our channel done up like a dead doll with an hat on?
Stealing a hat.
Doesn't
So-
suit me, does it?
Come on, people. Comment for us, please. This hair is driving me loopy.
Stick your hat back on then.
I can't really hot.
She needs
So-
a broom. That's a mop. There's a broom there.
I don't want a bra.
You do.
I'm not going anywhere at the moment. And I ain't got my beeson anymore anyway because I lost it in the week.
Mm.
So, come on, people, please, at least give us a comment. You don't have to like or subscribe or anything, just acknowledge our existence.
My friend Michelle, she saw our skull with his sons out there.
Yeah, well, I'm not bringing him out, so.
He's got a he talks. He's got a jaw and it moves. And
Yeah,
he's got 3
one,
kids.
one day when we do toilet bowl, if we're really bored, we'll do a puppet show.
He's
Instead of socks.
He's got 3 kids that are doing this.
If I go like that, do I look like a farmer?
No, you look like a witch gone wrong. See, this is the annoying thing. You've got an itchy nose. You have to scratch it, and then you get lipstick all over your face, over your fingers and face.
I'm really not.
Don't care.
So, folks, we are going to be doing a horror marathon.
Yes, we are.
Has anybody ever seen a film called Dolls? I think it came out in 1986. Bunty Bailey, who was in the video for Take On Me, was in it.
She don't like her.
I can't stand Bunny.
She can't stand her.
But she was in it, and It's a pretty good horror film. I did actually have it on DVD, but it was an open format DVD and I could only buy it through the PlayStation. If anybody has seen Dolls, I think it came out about 86, 87. It is quite a good horror film. If you've seen it, let us know, because I don't want to be the only idiot who's seen it.
I've seen it.
Yeah, but you're from the same family.
We watched Urban Legends again today.
Only because she loves Jared Leto.
The Legends. And I might watch the second one, because I got the second one as well. But I was watching it the other day and I couldn't really follow it. I don't know why. I think it's because I was looking at my phone. I had comments. Not from YouTube.
No, we don't get comments from you people.
So, yeah, I might watch that again tonight.
Look, we do all this for our little fishes. We put slap on. We dress up. We try and do research to get you content. We do all this weird stuff to try and entertain and keep you informed. I'm getting no feedback.
But on the uppy side, kind of uppy side, I might be. Me and Michelle might be able to go to Germany in December. We hope, because this lockdown's going on to the 1st of December. Hopefully, fingers and everything else crossed, we should be able to go to Germany in December.
Next week, we will be doing the Secret Santa gifts with our giveaway. So keep your eyes peeled for that one, because that will probably... I think we might actually get a couple of comments for that, because free is the best price that everyone wants.
It's the best.
It's the best price that everyone wants.
I'm the one who's been drinking alcohol, that's the funny thing.
Yeah, but free is always better.
I'll be the one on the booze, not you. What's going on?
And we will be doing...
Is you alright in there? Yeah,
We will be doing the giveaway from the Secret Santa gifts that I'm showing you how to make up. Because, to be honest, if you're doing a Secret Santa, you don't want to spend a lot.
Do you know what's funny, though? I did this makeup. It's taken me about an hour to do this makeup. It's taken me 10 minutes to get it off, and I can't wait to take it off. It's doing my head in.
We usually do... we usually try and keep Secret Santa gifts to a maximum of about £5.
Yeah, if it's for us, we don't care the price.
And one year, when she was working at Miss Selfridge, I made up a gift. And it was a wine glass, taste a bottle of wine, and I knitted a little gingerbread man. And the whole thing came to about £3. And what happened when you took that in?
Well, there was one of the girls that wanted it who worked there, and one of the girls got it, and she went, I'll trade you.
Yeah, because she wanted the gingerbread man. She didn't want the wine glass or the bottle of wine. She wanted the gingerbread man. But because she didn't actually know what was in the gift, she just said, okay, I'll trade you. And she got something really crap. And...
Oh no, she'd opened it, but Jasmine, Jasmine, wasn't it?
Mm.
Jasmine wanted the gingerbread man. She wanted them. She wanted to get my Secret Santa present just because of the gingerbread man. She loves the gingerbread man.
I made land knits because they were cheap.
But do you know what the best thing on Halloween is? When you've got horror films, has to be horror films, can't be anything else. Horror films, junk food, and cuddles from your cat. That is the best thing at Halloween.
Well, cuddles from the cats are always the best.
Well, Andy Boy is laying next to me. You all know who Andy Boy is. He's the beautiful boy with the collar. I'll just smudge my boob. The boob. That's my signature. If anyone says they're me and you think they're me because they're like this, always look for that one. That is my signature.
I went up for a nap and Andy was up there with me.
Hang on, I was just talking. But yeah, everybody knows who Andy is, and he was laying. Well, he was laying, wasn't he? And he's giving me kisses, he's giving me belly, he's giving me cuddles. It's lovely.
I went up for a nap and Andy was upstairs with me, and some idiot let off fireworks, and he jumped out of his skin and come bounding down here to see his mummy, and his mummy wasn't awake.
Your mummy was dead to the world. But he
But
wasn't terrorising me. So.
Those fireworks were very close because they woke me up. Ordinarily, I wouldn't have heard them, but they were very close. I think they may have been next door or something, and it really frightened him. Well, next door it wouldn't matter much because I sleep out that direction.
Yeah,
so
maybe
it must have been on the road or something.
Yeah.
And it scared the life out of him, and he came down.
I don't think he likes how I look. He won't come near me.
Well, you do look a bit.
Scary man.
You look like you've just come from casualty. I mean.
No, because they would have cleared all this up.
No, they wouldn't.
It's just a bloody mess.
They stitch you up. They don't.
You're going to have to check where this cut's coming from, and that one, and that one. Bleeding from the eye is very bad, you know.
Yeah, they'd just make sure you didn't need anything stitched. They'd probably do a few x-rays and that.
But I don't like I come from casualty because I'm a dolly. That's why I've got drawings. That's why I've got drawings all over me.
Dolls Hospital then.
Drawings all over me.
They don't have dolls hospitals anymore, do they? Because it's this throwaway generation. If you've got a doll and you break it,
like me,
you just go, oh, I'm going to buy another one.
But I didn't. They threw me away. But people kept taking me. Big mistake.
Yeah, she's quite an evil doll, because she's been mistreated.
Don't mistreat your dolls. We'll get our own back.
Yeah, like when Leanne had that Baby Expressions doll, and Side turned his face inside out.
It was quite funny.
Really weird.
But don't mistreat dolls because we will get our own back.
Yeah.
You'll pay for your sins.
Don't mistreat your dollies like you cut all the hair off your Barbie.
That was different. I was given a new hairstyle. I didn't mistreat her.
You cut her hair off and put nail varnish on her face.
Yeah, still not. I didn't actually abuse her. I didn't knock her off of anything, did I? I throw her against the wall or anything. And look at Stephanie. Stephanie is in there. She's got a dress on. She's dressed. She's got a little hat on.
Yeah, but how repulsive was she when you finished with her? We had to try and brush her hair and wash it to get the mats out of it.
I've had to cut her hair now.
We had to give her a really good wash, and then we still couldn't get the makeup off her.
But...
And believe it or not, it was a wipe. You know the wipes you get from a restaurant? One of those actually took a ballpoint pen and filled.
But I still didn't actually abuse her. I washed her hair. I was trying to look after her. You know, I didn't actually like drag her around by the hair or anything. I used to hold her arms and walk with her because that's what she was for. I've never abused my dolls or my teddy bears because it's not nice. And now I'm one of them. Don't abuse your dolls or your teddy bears. They will get their own back. That's why we have claws.
And it's Halloween.
Yeah, so you to be doubly nice to your dolls.
Do you know a lot of people don't know what Halloween is?
It's All Hallows Eve. It's where the dead can walk the earth for one day. And night. They're probably still doing it now. Actually, it's 1st November now, so...
It might be... No, because 1st November is All Hallows Day.
Ah, so it's 2 days then.
Halloween is All Hallows Eve.
So they can walk the earth for 2 days.
I think it starts at midnight on Halloween and ends at midnight on the 1st of November, so... I believe.
So if you go out, you might see a dead person.
Well, would you know?
Not really.
No.
You might see several.
Would it bother you?
No. They're just trying to see their loved ones.
So, I mean...
No, if it's her Uncle Ken, though.
I like All Hallows Eve, and I believe that, you know, it's nice to think that maybe they can walk there one more time. Once a year.
Why would they say they would if they didn't?
Well, I don't know when All Hallows Eve came about, so... And the next holiday, well, it's not a holiday, but the next day we've got is Guy Fawkes Night, Bonfire Night, which is...
The 5th of November.
A memory of Guido Fawkes, who was one of the gunpowder plot. He was sent down there to light the fuse. And he was so brave, he wouldn't break. They tortured him and he didn't break for a long, long time. And when he did eventually crack under the pressure and told them what was going on, I mean, his back had been stretched 6 inches by being on a rack, and they tortured the poor sod. And everyone goes, "Oh, it's Christianity." There was nothing Christian about what they did to him. So
Do you know what though? I actually look like I should be in one of them carnivals. You know them freaky carnivals they do on Halloween? That's what I look like. I'm a doll.
mind you could apply to the London Dungeon as an actress.
Because like this, see?
No, there was a guy, I was watching that filth.
I'm not
on YouTube.
working this year.
I know, but I was watching that Filthy Britain on YouTube. And he was an actor and he worked at the London Dungeon.
Mm.
And he said he just used to stand there motionless like this. And then when someone walked past, he'd go, and scare him.
Right, you guys know what I've been through. And I said when, not if, when I get fired from Superdrug, I'm taking a year off. Do you think that's wrong? Or do you think that's right?
You would like a comment about it?
Because I was getting epically stressed. And I do mean epically stressed.
2020 has been a bad year for everyone. 2019 was a bad year for us. But then again, God knows how long it's been a bad year for us.
I mean, we'll get like one bit of good news.
That.
We'll get one good bit of good news and then everything will go down the toilet. How did you do that?
I don't know.
It's quite a big ripping, isn't it?
It's almost like a cut. But I don't think it is. Because I haven't been near it with knives or scissors.
No, because it's frayed at the edge.
Oh, I never mind that.
But it can't be because it's double layered at the top, so it must have been cut.
Mystery.
Freddy Krueger.
Not double layered, that's single.
Yeah. Double.
Oh, well,
Anyway, so
that's a mystery.
I have a horror family. Freddy Krueger's my uncle.
Was it?
Yeah. Jason Voorhees is my, and mainly uncles is my uncle. Chucky's my brother. Tiffany's my sister-in-law.
So you married to Chucky or Chucky's brother? Or are you
No,
Chucky's?
I'm Chucky's sister. Glenn is my nephew. Glenda is my niece. I'm a doll, aren't I? Jeez. And Jason, I said Jason. Well, Jason, Michael, Leatherface, and all the others, they're all my uncles. But me and Chucky, we don't have parents. We have creators. They made us from the molds. We don't have a mum and dad. Glenn does, and Glenda do, but me and Chucky don't. We've got a big family of sisters and brothers.
I'm not come out of an egg, I'm not rich.
We've got a whole big family of sisters and brothers that came from the same place we were made. You can't see anything on my wrist because my wrists were slit.
Actually, if you didn't have the stitches everywhere else, you'd be an emo.
No, people don't do it that way.
No, they don't. Emos don't.
Well, anyway, I've...
Been abused.
Yes, and they tried to cut my hands off. Hence the... She wasn't very nice, that Lisa.
Or Cecilia.
Or Cecilia. Lisa was worse, though. Because Fred was trying to patch me up. Lisa was worse.
So, what do you think of our little story about the doll?
The doll is me!
Said a doll, Pandora.
Me.
Doll. Then. What do you think of our little
My
Halloween
story.
If you enjoyed it, let us know. If you hated it, still let us know.
Just comment, please.
We need your comments.
And if I scare you, let me know.
I'm only scared trick-or-treaters.
I mean, my mum actually looked at me and she went, "You do look quite scary."
Yeah, she looks pretty repulsive, doesn't she? I mean, come on.
It's a lot of work to look like this, thank you very much. Next year, though, I might be the ring mistress. That's not as bad as this, but it's still pretty bad. It's still got the signatures in the blood, but there's not all the stitches.
Because I said to Michelle this morning, shall I go full on golf? Or it was the woman from the ring.
Which means should it be sitting there in her 90?
Uncomfortable. Full on golf. Or a man.
Yeah, we said goth.
And I did the golf and I looked so mutton dressed as lamb, I stuck my out.
Oh, and did you know, this is a bit of information for you. If you want to buy St. Ives face scrub, you can get it on Amazon for £3.
And it's good stuff.
I bought that. It's the apricot one, the original one.
Once she uses it, we might do a review of it.
Yeah, I know what it's like anyway. I've used it before.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, for the toilet bowl, we haven't reviewed that for the toilet bowl.
Yeah, well, I've got some, so...
I mean, considering we're not responsible by anybody, we have to review what we can when we can.
St. Ives is good, though. You like St. Ives, don't you?
Oh.
It's good stuff. It's good. My eyebrows are odd again. My God. One's up, one's down again. But when you've been abused...
When you're abused, oh.
You don't care.
So, what did you do for Halloween?
Well, nothing. No one can do anything.
Are they having a movie marathon? Are they eating junk food? Are they actually dressing up or not? It's... What are they doing? What
Junk
did you do
food.
for Halloween?
Junk food. Sorry. I like junk food.
What did you do for Halloween?
And you always look at me like you're pathetic, Mum.
I mean, Kayla was in the same. You didn't do anything. You can't do anything. You can dress up and act like a loon. You can do your own karaoke at home. You can eat lots of junk food. You can have horror movie marathons. You can do like an Easter egg. You can do like an Easter egg hunt around the house so as the kids can get their own trick or treats that way.
Why are you putting that face?
There was a multitude of things that can be done today.
Yes, but you know, if I was in Germany, I'd be going out and partying.
There was a multitude of things that you could have done today, so we would like to know how you spent yours. We were trying to plan some content for tonight's toilet bowl, cleaning up, sorting out food, going to the shop, having a nap, getting half a ton of makeup on to film this, and here we are. So let us know.
Although you can't say that I haven't at least made an effort with my face.
We've all made it. We've both made an effort. I mean, you don't usually see me looking like this. Do you know, it's really funny. You see me like this on the toilet bowl. Well, not quite, I don't know what this is, but you see me wearing makeup and that for the toilet bowl. I put my makeup on for the toilet bowl. I go out to the shops. I've got no makeup on.
Get down!
I've got my hair scuffed back in a bun. I look like I've just fallen out in the rag bag. I'll dress up to come in the kitchen and do Tales from the Toilet Bowl.
Yeah.
Weird, ain't it?
I dress up all the time.
Yeah, you do. I'm bothering, you know. I went to the laundrette and the man says, "You got makeup on?" I was like, yeah, he'd never seen me with makeup on before. Because I just don't bother most of the time. When it becomes Tales from the UK and Sarah and Michelle in Germany, I will not be wearing any makeup. I will just be bumming around.
It might be further down the toilet than you've been. I thought it would be in the sewer. Tales from the sewer.
No, because you'd be actually coming up by then because you've actually got to where you wanted to go.
Clogged up toilet.
I mean, we call this Tales from the Toilet Bowl because we are all little fishes swimming around in the toilet bowl of life trying to avoid the turdies. That is what we call the
I think at the moment we're in the sewer hanging on to a turdy.
Well, that's what we call ourselves, Tales from the Toilet Bowl. And that's why we call you viewers little fishes, because you're swimming around there in there with us.
In the sewer.
Of course, my daughter actually makes it worse than it was.
What's that supposed to mean?
The U-bend, the sewer.
It was Michelle who said the U-bend and the sewer.
Or are you going to be that even further down and be in the water treatment plant?
No, because that'd be like coming back up, wouldn't that? It'd be like good because we're going to get reused.
Well, it should be good because if you get to, when, not if, when you get to Germany, then you're at least coming up because you're there.
I'll meet Valida.
Oh no, are you coming down again?
I'll get to see Valida.
I fatso.
Your fault, Michelle. You know what I'm talking about. Get down.
Yeah, so...
Michelle knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. So, please let us know what you think. And let us know your comments and give us your thoughts. And thank you to my lovely sister for saying why am I sitting there on the back with some...
That was ages ago.
Yeah, I know, I've just thought of it. There was some bag above my head. It is actually a shopping bag, even though that's where I am. So,
There, shopping bag.
yeah. I'm the old bag, so I don't care.
What's wrong with your face?
Will you stop picking on the cats?
It's
got
not
the
that
ump because
Andy
he's got
boy.
that collar on.
Well, it's not coming off.
Ever. So tell us how you spent your Halloween.
Halloween.
Tell us what you watched. What horror movies did you watch? Or
Yeah, give me some ideas because I'm like I'm watching. Like I said, I'm gonna watch the Urban Legend 2. Go on then. Go on. I'm gonna watch Urban Legend 2. The Invisible Man's on there, but we're continuing this tomorrow as well. We're going to do the movie marathon continuation tomorrow. It's not all going to be tonight, so we'll just probably watch like some crappy ones that we've got tonight, and then crappy ones that we got. You saying that all of our DVDs are epically good?
no.
No.
We're not just watching DVDs, are we?
No, I'm going to put like Urban Legend is on DVD, so I'm going to have to fiddle about on the PlayStation 4. Unplug it and plug it into the PlayStation 3. Because PlayStation 4 doesn't carry DVDs, which I think is so bloody ridiculous.
Yeah, because it's split around.
So, don't you think that's so bloody ridiculous? It doesn't do CDs, DVDs, or CDs for that matter.
Well, PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 was DVDs. But PlayStation 2 did CDs. I don't think PlayStation 3 did it?
I think so. I'm pretty sure it did, yeah.
But PlayStation 4. Because that went all modern, ultra modern. Yeah, it's cool. Old fashioned like that.
Oh, by the way, if you're interested, the Merkins who did the Slash Street Boys, they've got a live stream. They started at 11. Should be on YouTube.
And have you played horror games? And if so, which ones?
I haven't.
No, but some people just...
I might actually do a horror story on The Sims, actually. That'd be quite fun. That's what we should do, because you make stories on The Sims. We've got mermaids, we've got the guy in Strangerville.
It is horror.
Serena is. It's not Serena. Yeah, Serena is. She's horrible. But she lives with Ariel, who's nice.
Yeah, but she's the evil sister, isn't she?
Yeah, but she's not that evil.
I was going to kill off... I was going to get her to commit murder and you wouldn't let me.
You can't commit murder. It's The Sims.
You can commit murder. She was going to take off Eric to kill him, to let the shark eat him. But unfortunately, she wouldn't let me kill him.
He's good looking. You can't kill him.
He's a sin.
He's good looking, Sim. But what was I gonna say? Can't remember. Yeah, we might like do a horror story on The Sims. It doesn't have to be like ghosts and stuff like that, because you can get ghosts. Oh, that one was quite freaky, wasn't it? That one with that woman. Oh, there was this guy, and he thought it was his girlfriend.
Oh,
And then his girlfriend texted him, and it was in bed with this demonic, ghostly creature, because he just thought it was his girlfriend messing about, didn't he? And he's like ignoring her.
Yeah, and some people have done like short horror films using The Sims.
It's good though. Because you can get like mods where you can make a Chucky and you can get a mod where you can actually stab people. I've seen that one. But the mods only work on the PC, not on the PlayStation. I never got it on the PlayStation.
So let us know what you was doing this Halloween. Was you playing horror games? Was you playing The Sims and trying to make them into serial killers?
That's what I can do.
So what did you do with your Halloween? We'd like to know. Did anybody make the spiders that I showed you how to make?
Did you make any different food?
Did you have the weird crisps and use them as dip? You know, monster claws and all that we demonstrated. I'd like to know. Did you make witch's brew? Because we all know it's in.
And did you have a good Halloween?
Did you have a good Halloween, or did you have like a really bad time because you were shutting and you didn't know what to do? Let us know, because we like to.
I mean, obviously, I would have preferred to be out, but with the circumstances, you can't.
I managed to get some double-sided tape yesterday, and I've got my crematorium sign back, because this is where I burn things. So I'm quite happy about that, getting that back on the door. The door with bags dangling on. I mean, Rudolph's up there as well.
But he's only got one antler.
Yeah, his antler fell off. But yeah, we got Rudolph because the hook broke because we had too much stuff on it.
You need to change your calendar to October to November. And this really clashes with my hair because my hair's red and black and I've got a purple hat on and it doesn't really go. Well, the purple is my favourite colour. It is. I love purple. That's better. It's not making me so depressed anymore.
Oh! Punch in the jaw to be sure. White bunnies.
That's what you deserve.
Yeah.
It still says Berlin though. Jesus Christ.
Watermen are coming on the 12th.
No, they're not. They changed it to December.
They keep changing it. Yeah, they're coming on.
They'll change it to January next.
Well, they said they're not going to change it again. Yeah, they're coming on the 4th of December now.
When we're the busiest time of the year.
Yeah, well, at least at that time, most of the bulk of the deckies should be up.
All of the deckies should be up by the 4th.
Usually takes me about a week and a half to get them all up.
No, it doesn't.
It does?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
What, if you do it on your own?
No.
Yeah.
It's the little bits that I couldn't find and then they sort of turn up.
Don't buy nutcrackers, I told you about that.
Mm.
Don't do it. We were looking in Primark and we was going to buy another nutcracker and I said, don't do it. She was like looking at it, she's like, oh, it's cute. And I was like,
no, because we've told you the story of the nutcracker.
they multiply. But I do want you to get that Disney thing. The Mickey Mouse balls.
We've got
Mickey Mouse balls. Don't care. If I do the tree...
You always do the tree.
I want Mickey balls.
You won't let anyone else do the tree.
I want Mickey balls.
I don't care.
Well, I care. I do. I want Mickey balls.
I think we've got quite enough Mickey balls.
We haven't. We've only got 2 mini. No, they're ones that are in the box of mini balls. So we've got 5 mini balls and 1 Mickey ball.
To my counting, we've got 7.
We haven't.
Yes, we have.
No, we haven't.
Yes, we have.
Where did you get this from?
Right, there's 4 you got in Will It Once line.
Yes, they're mini.
Then there's the Mickey and Minnie set that came from Primark.
Yeah.
And then there's the great big black sequined Mickey Mouse.
Oh, you're counting it like one. I wasn't, see, right, mini. Yeah, actually there's 2 mini balls in the box. So I got the 4. Then you got Minnie's head. Yeah? That's 3. Yeah? Then Mickey, you got the big sequiny one. You got his head, and you got 2. 4. So altogether that's 7. It's not enough. And more.
And you've got the big star.
Yeah, but that star is
And Minnie is on the
Epic.
tree.
No, she's not. Oh yeah, Minnie is. That's like not. I want the other set.
I want to be a millionaire, but it's not likely to happen.
I'm asking you to get me one thing.
No, you haven't asked me for one thing. You've asked me for about 22 so far.
No, I haven't.
All different things.
No, I haven't asked you for 22. I don't know where you're getting that from. I asked you for a Dumbo, which I'm not going to get anyway.
This is only in the last couple of weeks I'm talking about.
Oh, because you've not
Altogether.
asked me for anything.
No.
Yes, you have.
What?
Apocalyptica tickets constantly.
Yeah, but that's one thing.
Constantly, though. It's like Apocalyptica, 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 Apocalyptica.
At least it's only one
I'm
thing.
getting sick of the name Apocalyptica.
Apocalyptica.
It's
I
been
like
constant.
Apocalyptica.
Yes,
Okay,
I like Apocalyptica also, but stop going on about them. I'm getting you tickets for Christmas.
I haven't said anything about them for weeks now.
You said it last week.
Last week.
Mm-mm.
But, you know, she does this as well. She drives me bonkers for things. She does. Mickey and Minnie things. Disney, particularly. And I do this for her because I'm nice.
I'm opening another chapter in my life. I deserve them baubles. I do. I do.
If you're a good girl, you might get them, but if you carry on about them, you ain't going to get nothing. And also, how can I get out? It's lockdown. I think Primark's is shut again.
Probably. I know that they were saying there was a massive queue in the Primarks in Southend earlier. Like they said, like if you're going to Southend, don't go to Primark because there was like a huge queue outside the Primark. Because it's cheap.
There are a lot of other cheap places. Lidl's is cheap, but you don't get huge.
You don't really buy clothes in there. I mean, they have got some occasionally.
Asda,
George is quite pricey.
Sainsbury's,
Quite pricey.
Tesco's.
Quite pricey.
They're not that bad.
But, you know, Primark is a clothes shop. That's why. Oh, I saw the most gorgeous bedding though. It was a double, unfortunately, but I can squeeze my... I might buy it because I can squeeze my blanket into a double. And it's Mickey Minnie. So I might buy it. £20 for the double. £18 for the single, I think. But anyway, so I might buy that for myself.
Don't Asda's usually do a special on bedding?
No?
They done one that was like a present.
Did they?
And that one for Christmas.
I don't know. I know that I did. I got my baby animal.
I've got Bedroom Father Christmas on it because it's not there before Christmas.
Yeah, I got it for you.
Yeah.
I got Baby Animals, which is kind of Christmassy because it's white and fluffy, and it's got not bunnies. They're not bunnies. They're not bunnies. It's got seals and polar bears, and
It's made from Wincy egg.
it's so warm. I love it. But that's my cover. I've got my bed, and I've got mermaids. But I might get the Disney one because it's Disney, isn't it? So
Yeah, and she's got to come and hoover her bedroom and give the floor a mop.
I can't mop the floor in my room.
We mop the carpet.
You mop the carpet. I don't do that. I don't know how to do that. I'm not doing that.
You moisten the mop.
My mop doesn't need mopping. My carpet don't need mopping. Hey, pack it in. Stop eating the tub, you pleb. All it needs is a hoover. My actual bedroom does not need mopping because I've still got quite a big pile on my carpet. It's looked after. That's why. It's usually under loads of clothes.
Exactly. You can't usually get to the carpet, that's why it's not there.
But my bedroom's been clean for a while now. It's just that I've pulled most of the stuff out the cupboard because I was trying to find stuff and it's like, ah! But I've got that much room to open my cupboard. I need to pull out the store and that and get everything back in there and then I can close it again. It's hell.
Yeah, so you've got to give your bedroom a clean again.
Yeah, it's not going to take long. I've got a few bits on the bed as well because when the Skyman came I had to clear off around the television area. But I need to get my shelves as well. So it's fine.
The rest of the house need to come. What are you doing, Tiggy? Why is it nearly everything got cats on it, they look like you? You've got cats on the Kushida litter bag that look like you. We've got a shopping bag with a cat that looks like you. On the Kushida cat food, there's cats that look like you.
No, that one looks like Andy Boy. Black and white. What are you looking at? Why are you staring? You're either staring at the bubblegum drink or you're staring at the microwave. He's weird. He's fat and he's cute though. He keeps going like that. He keeps getting his whisker caught on his collar.
So, are we going to let people enjoy the Halloween now?
Yes, we are. So we're going to leave this
We're
here.
going to leave this here.
Because I need to take this off.
We'll let you enjoy the rest of your Halloween. So happy Halloween or happy 1st of November. So please.
Look.
Yes. The hat falls off.
She lost her hat. I don't know why I grabbed the phone. I really don't. But it's okay. Yeah.
So please be kind and considerate. And this has been Tales
from the toilet bowl.
Bye.
Bye.